Hi, my name is Jamie and I'm 16 years old. Let me ask you a quick question. Do you get along with your siblings? From the moment I can remember, my older sister bullied me constantly. All because of her, I was afraid to live. And when I mean afraid to live, I really mean it. One afternoon when I was 12 and my sister Haley was 15, our parents asked her to babysit me while they went out to a dinner party. Even though my sister hated me, she acted like an angel in front of my parents and thought we got along. The only reason she put on that act was so that when she got her license, our dad would give her his car and get a new one. Right when my parents left the house, she turned that smile upside down and started making fun of me all over again. She would call me a wimp, tell me I'm ugly, weird, and adopted. That same evening, Haley took everything too far. An hour after my parents left, Haley's boyfriend Josh came over. He was 17 years old at the time and just as mean as her. They made me watch a movie with them that night, and it wasn't just an ordinary movie. It was a horror movie. In the movie, every time someone ate a piece of candy, bugs would form in their stomach and come out their mouths and eyes. I was beyond scared, but they didn't let me stop watching the movie, so I sat through the whole thing. My sister saw I was getting scared, so she started touching my face and making crawling sounds. She knew I ate candy before the movie, so she started taunting me that the bugs are forming right now, and in a matter of hours they are going to start crawling up my stomach. She said she already saw one bug crawl out of my ear earlier, and soon there will be hundreds of them crawling out of my ears, mouth, and eyes. I couldn't fall asleep for the longest time and kept tossing and turning in my bed. I could almost feel my stomach getting larger and larger as the bugs grew inside me. What I did to help myself fall asleep was I took out my toys and played with them until I fell asleep. When I woke up, I felt weird pinches all over my body, and when I looked down in panic, I saw a bunch of colorful-looking objects stuck to my arms. I started running around like crazy all over my room and screaming at the top of my lungs, "The bugs are eating me! The bugs are eating me!" My mom ran into my room with a very worried face and looked me up and down. After she lifted the sleeves of my PJs, her facial expression immediately turned from worry to pure disappointment. She told me to take a look at what was stuck to my arms. That's when I realized what had really happened that night. The real culprit here was Haley and Josh. While I was asleep, they snuck into my room and superglued all the small toys laying around my room to my arms, back, and chest. I spent the next 2 hours in the shower trying to take off all the individual pieces glued to me, and it hurt a lot. My sister and her boyfriend got in a lot of trouble for making me watch a horror movie and playing this prank on me. Josh was not allowed to come to our house for a whole year, and our mom told Haley she is not getting Dad's car. After a week or so, my sister apologized to me and told me she was only treating me that way because she was being treated the same way on the bus to school. I then convinced my parents that Haley needed a car so she can drive me to and from practice every day because winter was coming and I couldn't ride my bike anywhere. After my sister turned 16, her birthday present was Dad's car. My sister did not have to take the bus anymore, so she started being a lot nicer to me. Also, I was getting rides to and from practice, which made me feel like a celebrity. Just wanted to tell my tale. Thank you so much for listening.